inuu qofku ka faa'iideysto fursadda cumriga uu haysto inuu ka faa'iideysto intaanu mashquulin.
Most people are time wasters. That's the basic rule. Most people are time wasters. They waste your time, they waste their own time, they waste other people's time, and you have to be alert to it.
oo cudurrada iyo hawlaha waxa kamid ah cudurka la yiraahdo mashquulka.
Time is definitely more valuable than money, so make sure that you have a system to leverage yourself.
dadka in badan oo kamidi waxa bay dib ku ah waqtigoodaba marka waxay raadinayaan waxay ku dilaan.
You see, I think this is very important we focus on that. Focus on right now because that is all you've got. There isn't any past, there isn't any future.
de waxay ku jirtaa waxa u horeeya miiska su'aasha la soo saarayo maalintaynu isa soo taagno Ilaahay hortiisa subxaanahu wa ta'ala.
Somebody asked, how can you stop wasting time if you're not living the life that you want to?
daladu waa wuxuu rabo qofku inuu waqtigiisa ku baabi'iyo xoogiisa iyo xoolihiisa iyo aqligiisa ku baabi'iyo aan adduunkana manfac ku lahayn aakhirana manfac ku lahayn.
Remember this, is that people are time wasters, and the great majority of people have no goals, they have no priorities, they have no plans, they have no concern about becoming successful, and they think that you're the same. They think because their time isn't worth anything, that your time isn't worth anything also.
afar su'aalood baa qofka loo dhiibaya afarta su'aalood laba la xidhiidha waa dhalinyaranimadii iyo cimrigii sidaa daraadeed waa qadiyadii waqtiga macnaha qofkii inuu ka faa'iideysto fursadii uu lahaa ee Ilaahay u siiyay macnaha waxaynu u fahmaynaa noloshu inay tahay fursad
sidee uga faa'iideysan kartaa waqtigaaga inta ugu badan ana uga dhigi kartaa waqti wax soo saar leh.
Active people know where their time goes. Now let me tell you an interesting principle with regard to time management. It is this, is the more important you are, the more successful you are, the more you tend to measure out your time in minutes. The less successful you are, the more you tend to measure out your time in hours, days, and weeks. The average person thinks of terms of morning or afternoon. The above average person thinks of hours. The successful person thinks of half hours. The very successful person thinks in terms of minutes. They allocate their time carefully. But the only way that you can do that is what? Is you've got to keep track of what you're spending your time on. 60, 70, 80% of people are not aware of how they spend their time. They think they spend a lot of time in meetings. It turns out they spend a lot of time socializing. They think they spend a lot of time working on reports. It turns out they spend a lot of time on the telephone. They think they spend a lot of time doing important jobs. It turns out they spend a lot of time wasting time.
adduunna wax kama tarayso waxaan u wadaa aakhirana wax kama tarayso qofna isagu wixii dhibayay baabu waqtigiisa ku bixiyay waxaaraan oo diin ahaan ku banaanayno caqiida ahaan banaanayno ayuu ku bixiyay nabigu calayhi salaatu wasalaam markaa wuxuu ina leeyahay ihris ala ma yanfa'uk ala ma yanfa'uk ku dadaal waxa ku anfacaya.
Going to get your time back, but you can make more money. And the way to test whether you think that money is more valuable than time is to see how many people you have employed to do the crap you don't like to do. So if you really love money and you have the ability to go out and make it, then you're going to spend a lot of that money getting people to do stuff you don't like. If you don't have a system for that and you're trading time for money, then you're probably going to be running out of time before you know it. Or maybe you already feel you don't have enough time. A lot of people are saying, they have a time, what I call a time story. I don't have enough time, I'm busy, I'm running. So the answer to that is to develop a system where you leverage yourself, leverage people around you, and eventually leverage money so you put money to work for yourself. So find yourself a system where you can leverage other people. In other words, you teach them to do stuff for you, one of your businesses. If I told you could get 100% return on your money, if you're like, yeah, I know, great, but if you're not sure how, then you need to surround yourself with people that know how to do that. Because I know I'm getting that, and I know that it's possible because other people are getting it. So you might be thinking, but is that legal, Rock? And yes, it is. So find people that know what they're doing with money, and what will happen is you will have more time.
So when a person comes in and they want to talk, they drop in without notice. The very fastest way to get rid of a person is to stand up when they walk in. If you stand up and stay standing up, they won't sit down. And you can lead them out by saying, there's one more thing before you go. And then just say it and lead them to the door. If necessary, and I've had to do this on occasion, a talkative person comes into my office, I get up and I start toward the door and I say, I was just leaving. And I leave. And the person follows me out and goes on somewhere to bother somebody else, and then I go back into my office. If people call and say, have you got a minute? Say, no, not right now. Could it wait till this afternoon? You know what they'll say? They'll say, sure. And 90% of cases, they'll forget why they came in the first place.
Everything is wasted time in a sense because nothing matters in the ultimate. In each moment, the thing matters. What's happening in front of you literally has all the meaning in the world. So if you're doing something that you want to do and you're fully there for it, then it's not wasted time. If you don't want to do it and your mind is running away from it and you're reacting against it and you're wishing you were somewhere else, then that's wasted time.
inta ayaamaha Ilaahay una siiyay intood baalkan wax lagu xisaabiyo calculator soo qaadato waxay ku haboontaa 15 14 sano hore inuu qofkii ka jaro dibadna uu xisaabiyo cumrul qaalibka gadigiisaba 63 hadduu ilaahay uba badiyo qofkii ka dhigo inaanu 15 gaarin baa suuragal inaanu 20 gaarin baa suuragal laakiin cumrul qaalibkan uu nabigu sheegay 60 intood calculatorka soo qaado bal xisaab horta waa imisa sano waa imisa bilood waa imisa ayaamood waa imisa saacadood wixiiba way kugu soo ururayaan marka waxaad qorsheynaysaa ilaahay inteebaad siinaysa danahaaga gaarka iyo adduunyadana inteed siinaysa intaad ilaahay u qorshaysana waa la eegaya marka aad iyo aad bay uga dardaarmi jireen dadkii saalixiinta shayga loo yaqaano waqtiga Abdullah ibn Mas'ud waa dadkii nolosha fahmay waa asxaabiga Abdullah ibn Mas'ud loo dhanay ayaa wuxuu yiri ma nadimtu ala shay nadami ala yawmin gharwat fihi shamsu naqasa fihi ajali wa lam yazid fihi amali si waxa ugu badan in aad uga murugooda waa maalin cimrigaygii uu nuqsaamay camalkaygina aanu kordhin bala daw fiirsa xigmada teena iyo taa isu barbareeg cimrigaygii yoon baa ka tagay ayaamihii tirsanaa laakiin camalkii ma kordhin ama halkii uu taagan yahay ama hoos u dhac baa ku yimid marka inta badan hoos u dhac iyaga kuma iman jirin waxay ku xisaabtami jireen maxaa kordhay dadkii saalixiinta asaasay ahaayeen ee waqtiga aad iyo aad ka uga faa'iideysan jiray.
Well, I would kind of flip that question around and go, the answer is to live the life that you want to, and then you won't be wasting time. So wasting time, there's a bit of a prejudice against it. Wasting time in some ways can have a purpose behind it. I frequently waste time in the sense that I let my mind wander. I read things that really have nothing to do with my work for that particular day. I happen to like sports a lot, and I'm reading about the inside things going on in basketball or baseball, etc. Things that basically are wasting time, you know. But it's okay because A, it relaxes you, and we need relax from all the tension. But B, things sometimes infiltrate your brain from these somewhat irrelevant things that you wasted your time, and they actually enrich the soil and your thoughts, and they bring something, they contribute something. But the point is, I lead a life where I do have a sense of purpose, where I do know what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's okay to waste time. The problem is when you're wasting time, don't know what your life is about, and the things that you're doing to waste time cannot possibly enrich your brain. So what I would like you to think about is you can't be on tense every moment. You do have to let your mind wander. But if you do it with certain things, they can actually benefit you in some way. So instead of wasting time with online porn or video games or things like that, although sometimes video games might have a positive impact.
All over. See, the truth is we don't know how much time we've got, but we know we're here and now, and the only thing we've really got is what's right here in the center, right now. If we want to enjoy more of life, we've got to give everything we've got right now.
waqtigaaga boqolkiiba boqol waa adiga inaad kontroosha aniga waxaan isticmaalaa qaacidada dhahayso boqolkiiba boqol waqtigayga aniga ayaa iska leh aniga ayaanan kontroolo waa shaqaynaa waxbaan baranaa boos ayaan leenahay waqti shaqada la soo gal waqti laga baxay leedahay taas oo marka tusaale ahaan noqonayso waqtigaaga adiga boqolkiiba boqol ma kontrooshin marka maxay keentay dadkii badanaa in ay dhahaan aniga shaqadaas iyo shaqadaas ma qaban karo maxaa yeelay waqti uma haayo jiimka ma aadi karo maxaa yeelay waqti uma haayo taas marka cagsigeeda waxaa aaminsanahay haddii boqolkiiba boqol adiga waqtigaaga aad leedahay boqolkiiba boqol waqtigaaga adiga aad kontrooshid wax walba waqti waa u heli kartaa